What's the key to replicating the type of performance where you guys had 5 takeaways?
That's just our standard. That's what it should look like when we're doing things well. I think it just comes from preparation, bought into the process. That's what our culture is, to fly around and create takeaways. It doesn't always happen, but it should be always that intent that it should look like that.
When you look at Drake Maye and what he's been able to do here just in his 2nd season, what makes it challenging to play against him and his ability to extend plays?
I think he's playing extremely well right now. One of the leading passers in our game. Very efficient in running this offense that dates all the way back to Tom Brady. A lot of those same concepts that the Patriots have been running for years. McDaniels is amazing, and I think he has a great quarterback in Drake Maye to run the system. I think they're running the ball extremely well. The receivers are playing well. Hunter Henry is in dominant form, and so he's doing the right thing with the ball, making great decisions. And I think he has an added dimension with his legs and how he can extend plays.
When you look at somebody like Ramondre Stevenson, who's had 3 fumbles so far this season, I mean, are you pinpointing him as somebody to further attack in that way?
I think you just give him the respect. Everybody plays this game, and things don't always go in your favor. But I think you can look at that and harp on that. But also, he's been a very successful runner. It's a reason why they keep giving him the ball. He's very good in the run game, in between the tackles, out in space. Can catch passes out of the backfield. Has had some explosive plays down the field. A very good pass blocker. So they trust him, and our job is to go out and be ready to defend a great back.
Has this week of practice felt different coming off the win?
No, I think it's just been business as usual. It was great to get the win and kind of get that monkey off our back, but it's going to be very hard to replicate this week. Going with a team who just came off a win against one of the top teams in the league, and so they're going to be coming in hot. And our goal is to stack, and that's going to be a very tough challenge going against this team, and so we got to be ready for it.
Are there any lessons from the last few years of adversity you guys gone through that help as you guys, some of the older, veteran players, help establish the new culture with the new staff and kind of go through some of these tougher times?
Yeah, I think that's the job of some of us older players and veteran players, is to make sure at the end of the day that we keep our locker room together no matter what's going on. And so if we were winning a bunch of games, then it's making sure that we're not letting it go to our heads and we're staying focused. If we're having some challenges like we were, then it's making sure that our locker room stays connected and endowed into the mission at hand and continue to trust the process. And I think we've done that, and that's what has allowed us to be able to go out and have a performance like last week where it comes together for you. And so we want to definitely create that more than any other thing.
Anything in particular you like about any of these young DBs that have been stepping into bigger roles, Jonas and Kool-Aid?
I think defensively we saw some guys step up and play at a very high level, especially on the back end. I think Kool-Aid played in dominant form, defensive player of the week. That's a big deal. We need him to continue to play at that level. I think Alante has been lights out for us. Jonas has played some big downs. And even Jordan Howden stepped in and played some crucial minutes, had touchdown, fumble recovery, had some big hits, and really played well down the field. And so having our younger guys continue to develop and play at a high level, Brian Brzee had another big game. And so we need our young guys to play at a high level. I think it's important for the team. And I think a lot of times everybody saw last week, with the 5 takeaways, that was the big deal. But I think what's even more impressive, or equally as impressive, is the fact that we didn't turn the ball over at all. And I think that's where you got to commend the offense, Spencer included, and how well they're taking care of the football. That's what has allowed us to be towards the top of the league are at the top of the league in terms of turnover differential. And so, yeah, it was a great job by defense, but it's also offense is doing a great job protecting the football.
Anything with Jonas in particular? I mean, you've seen a lot of mid-round picks come in, and I'm sure the readiness for the NFL for those guys is different. I mean, is there anything that he ever showed you in practice or this summer or as he's played in games that's showing something about his maturity?
No, I think he's just buying into the play style. That's the way he's playing is the standard for anybody that's stepping into the game, especially at the safety position. Our safeties are a crucial part of the defense, and so you got to be able to command the middle. You got to be able to run and hit, and you got to be a playmaker on the football. And I think that's just what he's doing. He's bought into the process, and he wants to do well, and he's doing well.
Hey, Demario, we saw the video that you and Scatter at the game. How fun is that for you just to see these young guys that come in the league and kind of play that torch when you go?
Man, I think I wasn't expecting that to go viral like it did. Like, you know, at the time I had forgot I was mic'd up. But I thought it was cool, and it really captured the essence of the game. And at the end of the day, like, competition brings out your best. And, you know, there's somebody over there that's running hard, that's getting up play after play, you know, trying to put his team in the best position to win. That's the same thing I'm doing. I'm giving everything I got, you know, and when you're going against somebody that has that same fierceness of competition, you know, it brings out that in you. And so we kind of going back and forth, but at the end of the day, you see that it's mutual respect between players that's giving their best. And, you know, I was able to give him that respect. He was able to give me that respect at the end of the day, and it leaves it in between the lines. And I think that's just the beauty of what this game allows us to have is strong competition that makes us better. But at the end of the day, you can see it as a brotherhood and it's a family. And I think that clip, I thought the NFL did a good job of capturing that in a short amount of time. That was cool.
And James, too.
Oh, yeah, that's my brother. I appreciate y'all.